Hello, so now we're going to make something with the water from the chickpeas left over from when we made the hummus. This water is also called aqua faba, and it works in a similar way to egg white when used in recipes. So today I'm going to make a chocolate mocha mousse. It's particularly useful if you don't like using raw eggs in cookery, when it's not going to be cooked. It's also usable for vegans, and it makes a really nice light chocolate mousse. The only thing is you've got to be very, very persistent with the whisking. So I recommend you use an electric whisk because your arm would be hanging off if you used a hand whisk. It takes at least 10 minutes to whip up, but if you're patient you get fantastic results. So what we need for this recipe is 120 ml of aqua faba or chickpea water, 100 grams of caster sugar, 200 grams of very good quality dark chocolate, this is 70%, a heaped teaspoon of instant espresso powder, and some white chocolate to make curls to decorate the top. That's optional. So I whipped the aqua faba. As you can see, it's gone just exactly like egg white. Didn't actually take 10 minutes, it was a bit quicker, but I'd kept it in the fridge, and I think that helps to make it whip quicker, so that's a good tip. And you whip just the aqua faba until it's nice and thick, like this consistency, and then a tablespoon at a time you add in the sugar until you get the last tablespoon of sugar, to which you add the coffee. I added a teaspoon of coffee, a heaped teaspoon, and I found it wasn't quite enough, so I put another teaspoon in, so I'll amend that in the recipe details at the bottom. So that's 2 teaspoons of instant espresso. You mix that in with the last tablespoon of sugar, and then pop that in and carry on with the whisk until it's all nice and amalgamated like this. In the meantime, whilst I was doing that, I put the pieces of chocolate in a bowl over a saucepan with some hot water, and the chocolate is nicely melted. So the next step is to mix the two together. Using the good old silicone spatula, pop all that in there. By the way, the chocolate has been allowed to cool for a few minutes, so it's not red hot when it's going in. Every last bit out. And this makes 4 generous servings. There we go. And the chocolate goes in. Here we have the finished desserts made with the aqua faba, and don't they look lovely, just like little cappuccinos. All I've done after they've been in the fridge for at least an hour, preferably overnight, is grated some white chocolate with an ordinary grater and sprinkled it with a spoon on top. And there we have it.